And what they bothering this pastor, right? They're bothering this pastor, watering neighbors'
there
plants.
was a pastor in Alabama.
A pastor in Alabama.
Pastor Michael Jennings.
Pastor, remember this, guys. Pastor Michael Jennings. Pastor.
And his neighbors he lived right across the street from the people. They went away. He was watering their flowers while they were gone.
Yeah.
A neighbor next door calls the police on him.
What the fuck? He's watering. It's not like he's pissing. He's whipping his dick out.
Nope.
He's like, oh my God.
And then the cops show up.
There's a guy shoving his cock into the fucking plants. What?
They just got the body cam footage if you want to watch that.
Yes, let's show this. This is like white folks up to that bullshit again. Why? Oh my. Watering while black.
Okay. You live here?
No, I don't live here.
Okay. They're saying that this vehicle is not supposed to be here and you're not supposed to be here.
Who's saying that?
They called about it. I don't know who called.
I'm supposed to be here. I'm Pastor Jennings. I live across the street.
You're Pastor.
So no, right there. He says who he is, what he's doing, where he lives.
He says, I don't live here. I live across the street.
So
I'm Pastor Jennings.
If the police are performing an investigation, that should be the beginning, middle, and end. I'm here. I'm in the neighborhood. You have no reason to think I'm committing a crime.
I'm watering.
I'm a pastor.
I'm doing the safest chore on the planet. I'm watering a garden. Okay? God.
Yes, I'm looking out for their house while they gone.
Okay.
Watering their flowers.
Okay. Well, that's cool. Do you have like ID and all?
No, man. I'm not gonna give you no ID.
Well, you look. Listen. I'm not saying
he doesn't have to. He didn't do shit wrong.
A suspicious person.
Not up to him to prove himself innocent.
Don't come in with that.
Okay. Look, man, don't do this to me.
Don't do what to him?
There's a suspicious person in the yard.
What's suspicious about watering flowers?
I don't have to identify myself.
I love this guy. I ain't giving you nothing.
Also, I found this on a blog called Not the Onion, which is like, the Onion with the fake news.
Yeah.
It's like articles so crazy you would think it was fake and it wasn't.
You live here? He don't live here. I'm not saying nothing about.
You have no right to approach me if I ain't did nothing suspicious or nothing wrong. Told him I'm a pastor. I pastor.
He should call the people from that house.
Lock me up. Nobody wants to lock me up. I'm not showing y'all anything. I'm going to continue to water these flowers. I don't care who called y'all. Lock me up and see what happens. I want you to.
Hey, man, just come here and talk to us.
What?
Talk to you about what? I'm watering.
1966.
Okay.
There shouldn't be anything to talk about.
What are they doing now? Issuing him something? I mean, it's getting annoying. It's sick. There's times where you just can't tolerate it anymore. You go, fuck you. I'm not giving you shit. It's like, we just want to talk to you. Well, you're talking to me.
Because he's a suspicious
This is the neighbor that called.
Of course.
He said that's not his vehicle.
But in all fairness, she immediately goes, oh, I know him. He's in the neighborhood. Confirms with the police that my apologies. I didn't recognize him.
Okay, let me see.
I knew they went away and I thought someone was like,
Oh, let me see.
On a 2004 Chevy Tahoe.
So then they say, oh, well, that car can't be parked there. And that becomes their thing.
Oh, Lord. These fuckers always have a way of switching to something else.
And they also start saying that he wouldn't identify himself because he wouldn't show them a physical ID.
Let's see.
Yeah, he lives right there, and he would be watering their flowers. This is probably my fault.
Yeah, she's admitting she made a mistake.
Oh, okay, good.
That's the person who owns that vehicle. Roy
Ask him
Mallon.
who owns the house. I don't know the guy's name.
Holy shit. Well, at least she admitted. Jeez. Can't even water your fucking. That's the safest thing a black person can be doing. Watering flowers. You know what I'm saying? It's just such a paradox to watch a black man watering flowers and the police are around him. Like, what's going on here?
Even after it was confirmed that he wasn't breaking anywhere, he wasn't. So you figure, even as a human being, you see, okay, the cops showed up. They were a little wrong. They were like, all right. And even if you do say like, well, you didn't identify yourself, they didn't know who you were, they had to perform an investigation. So they see the woman who made the complaint admit she was wrong. They find out who he is. He's a pastor. He was watering plants. They still arrest him and booked him for obstruction.
Lord have mercy.
Because he was obstructing their investigation.
Oh, well, you see that? You see how they just make up rules for black folks, especially? You see what I'm... You see what I keep trying to tell you, motherfuckers?
The charge has been dropped, but the pastor
still-
is pursuing.
Yeah, I hope he sues those motherfuckers because that's bullshit. Watering flowers, you fucking assholes. I mean, and they weren't old cops either, man. They're like young cops. It's just this racist shit. It oozes out of their assholes, man. And it's an older black man, harmless guy, watering somebody's plant. Hey, can you water my shit? I mean, god damn. And he says, I live across the street. Boom.
Yeah, my name's
Why don't we go
Pastor
to my
Jennings.
house?
Everyone knows me.
Everybody knows
if
me.
you're performing an investigation, knock on a neighbor's door. Be like, hey,
Yeah.
he lives over there.
Yeah, just do it like, hey, we're going to
They
find
got
out.
butthurt. Cops love asking for ID. It's like crack for them. They just love fucking asking for your ID.
I know.
So when he wouldn't give up the ID because he legally didn't have to, they got a little butthurt that they couldn't run his name. So
Right.
They had a warrant, try to pick him up for some
Right.
bullshit like that. So then they had to fuck with them.
That shit is just like, this is what I mean when I bring up the racial shit, guys. Please understand, I'm not trying to do this shit on purpose. It's your folks. I didn't say every white person is doing that, but it's your folks that do this shit every other fucking week and day and minute. What the fuck? When, like we said with James Baldwin, when are we going to see your motherfucking progress? You're always doing this shit. Microaggressions, like our existence, we don't belong here. We were on this planet first, guys. We were on this planet. I'll say that shit over and over. We black folks were here first before everybody. We should be looking at your motherfucking ass. What you doing on my planet, bitch? But we don't do that kind of shit. You're constantly fucking with us. And then you got the nerve to say, why is it always about race? Really? Why is it always about race? Oh, you mean why are we always complaining about race when you keep fucking doing it? And like I said before, I didn't say this every white person is doing this shit because it's the facts. Not every white person is bothering somebody, which is a fact. Because I'm not saying this to appease you motherfuckers. I'm saying it is a fact that there are white people that go about their business and don't give a fuck. Facts. You know what I mean? And there are a lot of black people that water flowers. There's a lot of us fucking water flowers, man.
And at one point, the cop was saying, like, oh, you could have just picked up the hose. And it's like,
oh, my God.
how far are you willing to go to make it?
It's just
like
too
this
much.
guy's
They're
a
so
criminal?
angry in their egos, and they're like, we got to find
It
something
was
on this.
ego. He said, can I get ID? He said, hell no, I didn't do anything wrong. I don't got to
And
provide
he said,
ID. And he
hell
continued.
no.
Yeah,
A pastor said,
like, he almost
hell
laughed in
no.
his face, like, no, I ain't giving
I'm
you an
not.
ID.
And everybody in the church, and his sermon was like, and they tried as I'm watering God's plants. Whoa, I don't think you heard me. I said they tried, but God was on my side because Jesus was also persecuted. Wow. And I just tried. It was my neighbor. And what do they say in the Bible? Be good to what? Your neighbor. Turn to your neighbor. Neighbor, you can water my garden anytime. You know what that water was? It was the blood of Jesus.